Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin and it is Tuesday. This Tuesday we have 2 orders of business to address. Well, maybe 4. I don't know how you want to count them. First of all, I did not post yesterday, which means I missed my Yarn Management Monday and opening day 20 of my Something Dark and Grim Halloween countdown from Yarnaceous Fibers. So let's hop right in to checking out the fibers of the day, and then we will go on and talk about other things. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see something pale. Okay, this is like a pale, again, bread cookie color. Spun straw. We are on to a new story, Rumpelstiltskin. Very straw. I was thinking cookies because I thought we were still going to be in Hansel and Gretel. We are not. Very fun. That's a great color for the overall palette, as I've said. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. I like it. Let's see. Day 21. I'm going to assume this is also Rumpelstiltskin. I'm picturing lots of kind of gold tones with Rumpelstiltskin, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is really pretty. This is very, very, very dark green, much darker than the prior one. This is Rumpelstiltskin, Name in the Dark. Very, very, very dark tonal green. This is lovely. This is very, very pretty. I like it. I like that a lot. So I am a little bit regretting putting them all back in their dark things for my Box of Fate project, but I think that's best. I'm regretting it because I kind of want to see them all together because I really think it's going to be very beautiful. I think it's going to be lovely. So yep. I missed posting yesterday. Yesterday was Yarn Management Monday. The theme of my channel this year is tackling things, controlling things, taming things, doing those things that just need to be done. Yarn Management Monday is part 1 of that. Tackle It Tuesday is part 2 of that. Tackle It Tuesday is, of course, the brainchild of Miss Shannon from Another Yarn. Thank you. She encourages anyone to use the hashtag in whatever way it makes sense for them. Both her and I are using it to tackle our WIPs. On Monday, I'm tackling my yarn collection. I go through the yarn out on my shelves, see if I still want it. Do I have an idea for it? Do I like it? Can I use it? We ask all those questions, and then we decide what stays in the collection and what leaves the collection. When I finish a row, we see how much space I've created by removing things, and we go to the storage, which is why yarn management is so important for me. I have exceeded my storage capacity, and I need to get it under control. So yesterday I did get a gigantic box. It is a 18 by 24 box. So, wait, no, that's not 18. Where's my measuring tape? Nope, I was correct. That's 18. Okay, 18 by 22. I over-exaggerated by 2 inches. It is a gigantic box. I would lift it up for the camera, but it is so heavy. It is huge. It's basically been in the way in the basement for a while. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough space to incorporate this box into my collection here on the wall. I'm going to go through the box and put away as much as I can, and we might have to hold on to this for the next round of going through things. I really don't want to, though, because it's such a huge box and it's making a big problem in here right now. But that's okay. I will deal with it. I created this problem myself. But yeah, I think today we're going to do both. We'll talk about my Tackle It Tuesday project, where I go through projects that have been long forgotten, WIPs that got stowed away places and need to be finished, or I can decide if I want to rip them out. So far, I've not ripped out anything, although I was sorely tempted to rip out one of my Stephen West shawls, but I was convinced to go on. So what I have been doing is I've been working on projects in 2-week stints. I have a focus project that I work on for 2 weeks, and then I pick out a different project from the bin, work on that for 2 weeks. Then I go back to the focus project with the hope of having bursts of activity and getting one project closer to completion while still dabbling and giving love to some other projects. This project I started because Miss Shannon from Another Yarn influenced me. She was showing it and I really loved it. This is called The Only Yarn in the Building. It was a mystery knit along by Lyrical Knits. It is totally done. The final version has been released, so it's not a secret anymore. It's not a mystery. I know how it looks. It's very Art Deco and cool. And I wanted to try it. I have recently watched, well, I don't think I'm up to date anymore. I think I might be a week behind, but I finally watched Only Murders in the Building and I really liked it. And so now I'm excited and rejuvenated to do this project. When I started this, I had not seen the show. But it's fun. It's cool. I don't know if I've shown you any work on this. I know I said I was starting it, but I think the bag just sat next to my chair and I don't think I brought it back in. You guys, if you can let me know. But this is where I'm at on clue 1. So I picked a very kind of citrusy color palette. What you need is 3 kind of tonal yarns and then 1 contrast yarn. So I have greens for my tonal and then I have this brighter orange for my contrast. And there you go. So I'm on like, I'm just in the beginning. There's one section where she calls these cityscapes and you work it once through and then you do it 3 more times through. I'm on the second go through. So you're going to do this, you're going to do this sequence minus this part. This was just the start. But you'll do these little lines 4 times total. So I am partway. I'm actually more than halfway done with my second go through, and then we will go from there. I shall keep creating and see how far I get. There is really no way I'm going to finish that by the end. I don't even think I'm going to finish clue 1 by the end of this time period, so we'll just see. Okay, so this is a Mary Maxim box. And I don't know if this is, I reuse my shipping boxes for storage. So there is a good chance there is Mary Maxim yarn in there, but there's also probably other yarn. Because, you know, they don't always ship to full capacity and I can shove other stuff in. Or I may have used yarn from that order. I may have given yarn away from that order. I don't know. Mary Maxim, I often buy mystery bags and end up giving some away. This one, I cleverly retaped it together to try to keep it nice and concise, nice and together in the storage area. I'm sorry, I think I'm off camera and you might be looking at my behind. I don't know. Sorry if you are. But like I said, this box is gigantic and I don't think there's much of a way I can carry it into an on-camera area. I did a good job taping it. Almost taped it for shipping again. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Okay, this is not a whole Mary Maxim haul. There is a lot of Joann's yarn in here, and there is some yarn from my first and only order from, it's in Turkey, it's not ice, Hobium. not Hobie, Hobium. Alrighty, let's plow into this. Okay, so I do have 3/4 of a cube there, about 1/4 of a cube open, and then I did have one full box empty, and then I have parts of other boxes empty from going through my final row. So let's just see what I got here. To start it off, I have, I remember getting these. I was so excited. 2 of the gigantic Krafting Colorama Halo. I wanted to make Bingo a gigantic blanket with this, and I still do. This is beautiful yarn. I love it. I have not picked out the pattern. Part of me kind of wants to do a Bavarian stitch. Bod has that rectangle one. I think that might look pretty in this. This is 71% acrylic, 18 nylon, 11% polyester, 17.6 ounces, 500 grams, 1,059 yards, and 968 meters. It's beautiful. This colorway is Purple Orchid. They say it's a bulky 5. It's because of the fuzz. I don't agree with that. 6mm knitting needles and crochet hook, machine washable and dryable. Do not triangle. Do not iron, do not dry clean. So I've got 2,000, I've got a little over 2,100 yards. I think I've got 2,118 yards. Very cool. That's going to make a nice size blanket for her. I like it. Very good. But these are gigantic, and they're going to take up a lot of space in one of these boxes. Okay, what else do I have here? Let's take this out, because I'll cram that in that box. This is from my first Hobium order. Merino Gold Batik, however you want to say it. Madame Tricot Paris. This is color 834. This is a very kind of Halloween-y sunset yarn in my mind. 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 437 yards, 400 meters. So this is going to be a 1 weight. 25% merino wool, 75% acrylic, made in Turkey. And here you go. Definitely very seasonal Halloween palette. I love that. That is gorgeous. Keeping them. Absolutely keeping them. Should I cram them in here and see where we go? Okay, so I do see we're going to run into a problem here. There is a lot of Supernova in here. I had bought Supernova by the masses when it was finally available to me. It took so long to become available in my local stores, and then finally when it was online, I went crazy in both. I was hoping to gather enough to make sweaters for everyone in the family, so I might have multiple sweater quantities of Supernova here. I don't know where I'm going to put them, because I want to keep those sweater quantities together. I'm making a problem for myself. That's okay. This, I may have bought this, but I know Armchair Chef Lori sent me some of this as well. I believe this is the one I bought. So I do know I have more of this in my collection. This is more Krafting Colorama Halo. So all the stats are the same except for the size. These are the small normal size balls. This colorway is blue raspberry with that beautiful amethysty purple in the middle with going to teal in the edge. And this is 8 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards, 440 meters. See, the issue is I don't know when I will find the yarn from Lori in this process, you know? Okay, this, oh gosh, okay. This very likely came from Mary Maxim. This is Bernat Symphony. I've got 4 of them in the same colorway. Bernat Symphony. Oh, there you go. Colorway is Pebbles. I was collecting a lot of this, trying to make a big blanket. Oh, I see another colorway there. Okay. Okay. Trying to make a big blanket with this stuff. This is Pebbles. Bulky 5. It's a roving style, color changing, in the vein of, I love gemstone. It's like gemstone, but it's not silky soft as Red Heart Gemstone. It's much thicker, kind of in the vein of Ferris wheel. Iffy there on Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel is much thinner. But anyway, they want a 6.5 millimeter knitting needles and crochet hook. You can wash, do not bleach. You can dry, do not iron, do not dry clean. 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 7.9 ounces, 227 grams, 309 yards, 282 meters. And I have, like I said, 4 of this Pebbles colorway. It's very pretty. Kind of neutrals with burgundy mixed in. Gives it very kind of marbly feel to me rather than pebble. Okay, you, Madame Tricot, are not going to live in there anymore. You're going to go there. What else do I have in here? I have 4... Okay, we're going to deal with this first. I have 4 of another Bernat Symphony in this colorway. This is very grandma's 70 couch. I love it. It's like autumnal goldie. And this colorway is Autumn Maple. I really like that. I think that's really cool. And this does have kind of burgundy tones, which I think will tie in with the Pebble nicely. So I got 4 of those. And then, I know there's one more colorway in here. This is, wait, that's Symphony. Okay, never mind, that's a different type of yarn. Okay, what I was knowing at is, this is not the Lori Armchair Chef order. Here's 2 more. I must have bought 4. I bet you it was a gigantic good deal. Okay, let's try to shove all of my halo into 1 cube. Okay. What am I going to do with you, Symphony? Oh, man. I knew this box was going to be trouble. I knew it, but I picked it anyway. I don't want to keep digging if I don't have space. I think those can go in the 3/4 cube. That's what I'm going to say for that. So I'm going to hold these to the side. I will try to shove those on off camera. I do have a little more space in another one of these. And I feel like I might have a little bit more in here I can pull out. I have 2 of this Roll With It Sparkle from Red Heart. This is very pretty. This is a medium force sparkle. Look at that go. Look at that. Beautiful. Gray Whisper is the colorway. Roll With It Sparkle. 5.29 ounces, 150 grams, 561 yards, 513 meters, 97% acrylic, 3% other fibers, 3% sparkle. Wait, no, that's the pattern. Medium 4, 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, 5 millimeter knitting needles. Wash at 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius. You can dry, do not iron, do not triangle, do not triangle. I spit when I said triangle. That's okay, I'm keeping this. With that much sparkle, this is mine. Okay, this can definitely go into this one with that Madame Tricot I had. Okay, let's do that. A little bit more space. What do I have here? And do I have, what's in that other one? That's the, okay, that's my facets in autumnal. I don't want to add anything else to that because I know I have more facets in autumnal that need to go in that bin. I don't want to give up because there's still space in there, but what makes sense to put there? Oh, I got all the patterns. Oh, there are mystery bags in there. Okay, so yep, I see them. I saw some heavy duty plastic down there. And yep, now I can recognize it as mystery bags. I don't know what to do. Okay, I think I have an idea for where I can store this. I have some Bernat wavelength, which again is kind of, this is a bit more like puzzle, I think. 100% acrylic, bulky 5. This is 6mm knitting needle and crochet hook, machine washable and dryable. 100% acrylic, like I said, 5 ounces, 140 grams, 223 yards, 204 meters. This is so pretty. This colorway is Tanzanite. Oh, wavelength. Tanzanite. Deep, it's purple tones. Very beautiful purple tones. I have 4 of them. So what it looks like I have is 1 free ball. And then a sealed pack with 3 more. And this was all packaged together nicely for me. Okay, I'm going to do more shifting. I think I can move this to be, the roll with it can go live with the Caron Colorama. And that frees up this to stick that there. Okay, this can stick there. You are very squishy balls, Madame Tricot. Can I cram you in here? Please. Got 1 in. Okay, that's going to be iffy. I can probably get that back in. We got through half the box, guys. Remaining in the box is 2 mystery bags, or at least parts of 2 mystery bags, and Supernova. Okay. I am going to... So what I had told myself was, oh, when the Supernova comes back around, that's when I'll start making the sweaters for the family. I just started doing all the flax for the family. And so I don't really have the bandwidth to start using the Supernova right now. Okay. I'm going to have to think on this. I guess... Since I haven't technically shown it and unboxed it, can I put it in a smaller box and shove it back into storage? Is that cheating? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I have a conundrum. Any thoughts would be appreciated. So yeah, I think this would actually be a very pretty... I have a vision. I have a vision. So I definitely want to do that vision. And I got a lot of yarn to complete that vision with. You're going to go back in the box for a few moments while I finish this up. Okay. Well, that is a lot of yarn I got to pull out of that box. I am very excited. I'm going to have to think on how to store that because, like I said, I want to keep the Supernova together and I want to be a bit more organized here where I know I have more Supernova in the boxes in the hallway. Do I move the Supernova there with the other Joanne yarn? That's a thought. Okay, let me know what if you have any thoughts or ideas, any help would be appreciated. I am in a conundrum here and I don't know how to get out of it. I do have a feeling that once I get to those mystery bags, there's yarn that I'm going to be willing to say adios to. And that's exciting. Yeah. We'll see. I might... If I find, after I get this stuff on the walls, that I do have more room, I might pre-film a little tidbit to go into next week's Yarn Management Monday and kind of do a combo there, just to show you. Regardless, this is going to have to be decided here soon, so I'll have some, whenever I decide, I will make a little tidbit to add to next week's Yarn Management Monday, which I, of course, hope to make on Monday and not Tuesday. Okay, I love you all. I love you all. This is exciting. There's a lot of projects here that I know I wanted to do. I do not remember what I want to make with that blue raspberry, but now that I know that I have at least 6, it can be a pretty sizable project. I'm a little tempted to do like a hexie cardigan. I've seen beautiful hexie cardigans made with the Colorama cakes and with their ombre out. It's lovely. We'll see. I haven't decided. I got time. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow on Wednesday with my kits update. Yes. Okay. Love to you all. Bye-bye.